Don't let the Democrats take you for granted. Don't let them step on you. Don't let them destroy your families, your lives, and your future.
Well, if that doesn't fire you up, I don't know what will. Joining us now is the national chair of the Trump Victory Finance Committee and senior advisor to the Trump reelection campaign, Kimberly Guilfoyle. Kimberly, welcome to the show.
Oh my God, I love the high energy. I mean, you're
I know,
you're
it's
knocking it out of the park,
infectious.
Spicer.
It's infectious. I mean, I
It
may
is.
play that.
People love it.
I think this may be walk-on music from now on. Instead of people getting all like fired up and playing some song, they're like, play Kimberly Guilfoyle, let's go.
It's true, and it's like it was trending. It went viral. My brother was like, "Oh my God, Kim, what's going on?" Yeah, hashtag Guilfoyle challenge accepted. So the president used the best is yet to come. Ivanka in the closing night, she goes, Guilfoyle challenge accepted. Very fun, and you're doing something to get their attention when the whole left tries to like cancel you and dump on you. It just made me happier and full of more energy. And now I'm apparently a meme on the GIF keyboard. So I think
Hey,
I can. That's a drop
listen.
the mic.
Welcome to the GIF keyboard. Come on in, the water's warm.
Yeah.
So speaking of, you also, look, Don was just on with Chris Salcedo. Congratulations on the book. I got a theory here, just so I'm clear. I know Don's taking all the credit for it, but look,
Right.
you did the audio book. I think that,
That's the heavy
let's
lifting,
just be,
I
know you did all the real work, right? So, I mean, a lot of
Oh,
this
yeah.
is you, right? I mean,
Absolutely. He's actually now, he's like laying it out there. He's like, yeah, KG was out there. So we were together in quarantine. He started writing it, so I helped him with it. But it was a great idea. The book is just fantastic. It's well researched. You have to do the job to tell the truth about Joe Biden, about the liberals, about the left, and about liberal privilege, because the mainstream media will not do that job, as you well know, with 96% negative coverage. So then I also copy edited the book and just went through all of it. And I would read each of the chapters out loud. I go 3, 4, 5 chapters, no mistakes. Everything goes, oh my God, Princess, you're hired. So, I'm like, okay, great. Thank you so much for this honor. But anyway, I did it. It was fantastic. So if you want to not fall asleep at night, trust me. But so started around 6 or 7. Wait, after your show, then you can listen to the audio book and little, nighttime cozy and listen to it before you go to bed.
If it's anything like the speech, though, I don't know that you're going to be able to calm down after that. It may be
Yeah,
more
the
of a
last
morning
chapter
thing.
is pretty fired up.
You go
Yeah.
running to it or something. You work out at the gym to the book. Anyway, during this
Good
speech,
idea,
Kimberly,
treadmill.
you called out how things are in California. Let's take a listen.
If you want to see the socialist Biden-Harris future for our country, just take a look at California. It is a place of immense wealth, immeasurable innovation, and immaculate environment. And the Democrats turned it into a land of discarded heroin needles in parks, riots in streets, and blackouts in homes.
Kimberly, another thing that's happening in California right now is a lot of it's shut down because of COVID, except for if you're the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. Then you can go to a salon and get a blow-dried haircut or whatever you get. I'm sorry, I go to a barber. And you don't have to wear a mask. What do you think of the hypocrisy coming out of San Francisco, Nancy?
Well, this, screams liberal privilege. Literally, it's okay for them, but not for the folks, and that's the problem. And people are tired of that. That's the whole thing about the swamp. The liberals, the left, they feel entitled to be able to do whatever they want to do in their lives, and they want to control and tell you how you should live your life and step on your American dream. That's why they want to keep schools closed, borders open, and create a dependency nation. And having lived in San Francisco, born and raised in San Francisco, where my parents met and they were able to live their American dream, it's shameful to me when I go back there to see what has happened there. And it didn't happen overnight. This has been happening over time under Democrat rule and authority. And it's happening in cities and states across this country, blue states. So that's why the choice is very clear. The juxtaposition is alarming and startling when you see what's happening in states that actually have the same principles and philosophies, red states adopting President Trump's ideology and platform and America First principles. It's just sad. Americans have a real choice right now, and that's why they want to choose. President Trump is the law and order president. He's going to get this country open, back up and running, and turn back on that American engine. That economic growth will come roaring back to life. He did it before, as you well know, and he's going to do it again, and we're on our way. Why would we go backwards? With Biden wants to be president, and he's more qualified to be like crash test dummy in the basement. The guy is totally out of touch. He has no clue what's going on. He comes and answers 2 questions, totally botches it, has to go into hiding and into rest for like 3 to 4 days to recover from it. And then they wake him up by letting him sniff someone. Come on. America deserves better than that.
Oh, wow. You're back on a roll. All right. Well, speaking of law and order in San Francisco, when you were out there practicing law in San Francisco, you came into contact with Kamala Harris a lot. And what do voters need to know about Kamala Harris that they might not know that you know from working with her?
Well, I have to tell you something. This isn't somebody that's, capable and able to be vice president, let alone anything else. She's the most liberal senator that we have. And in fact, what has she really done to help African Americans or minority communities? She's also had feckless policies that have done more to harm African Americans, African American men and families than anybody else, along with her buddy, her partner in crime, Joe Biden, with his failed crime bill that just served to incarcerate more minorities than anybody else. And so I think America's going to reject that. They want someone with common sense principles who actually knows what they're doing, which is President Trump, who knows how to work with the people in law enforcement and not castigate them and shame them and make them safe and make them unsafe and tell people that they should defund the police. That's not what we need to do. Who will answer the 911 call? That is the question. Who will? Don't count on the Democrats because they don't want the police to come to your door. And that's a shame. Children should be able to go outside, go to school, play in their communities, have safe streets, and let their parents have a job. Americans don't want a handout, okay? They want to work hard to be able to earn a living, sit at a table, provide food for their family, and create a generational legacy that is uplifting one generation better than the last from which it inherited. And that's what I think the vision is for this country under this president. And I cannot wait till November 3rd. Let their heads explode because Trump is going to crush it and we're going to run up the score at the polls.
Man, you just don't run out of energy, man. That's why the Trump campaign raises so much money. I think you just don't stop. Kimberly, before I let you go, real quick, the debate commission announced the 3 moderators today: Steve Scully from C-SPAN, Chris Wallace from Fox News, and Kristen Welker from NBC News. The campaign earlier had sent a letter requesting several moderators, none of which are those. How satisfied are you with the moderators that the debate commission has chosen?
Well, it's no surprise, obviously, that the debate commission didn't honor or respect any requests that the campaign made of the president. But guess what? We don't care. You know why? Because President Trump is going to crush it. He's going to crush and destroy Joe Biden, the likes of which you've never seen before. And it doesn't matter who the moderator is, and it doesn't matter who he's debating against, because he's going to show the country and the world that he is the king, the champion of debate, because he actually knows what he's doing. He knows who he is. He knows what country he's representing. Joe Biden still thinks he's playing for China when President Trump is playing for America.
Kimberly Guilfoyle, thank you for coming on the show. I hope to see you soon, and congratulations on the book.
The best is yet to come.
Can't get enough of it. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.